The derelict had been floating in the Kepler 442 system for 3,000 years before humanity arrived. When the survey ship Pathfinder detected it, Chief Engineer Anya Reeves was the first to volunteer for the boarding party. "It's just a hulk," Captain Lewis Chen said, studying the holographic display that rotated slowly before them. The alien vessel was massive, easily dwarfing their exploration cruiser by a factor of 10. Its hull was scarred and pitted, marked by centuries of micrometeorite impacts, probably stripped clean by salvagers millennia ago. Anya traced her fingers through the hologram, zooming in on peculiar geometric patterns along the ship's spine. "Those aren't battle scars, Captain. Look at the symmetry. This thing was designed, not destroyed." Lewis raised an eyebrow. She'd been his chief engineer for 4 years, and her instincts had never steered them wrong. "All right, Reeves, take a team. But if that thing so much as hums at you funny, you're back on this ship in 30 seconds. Clear." "Crystal, sir." The airlock hissed open, and Anya floated into darkness. Her helmet lamp cut through the void, illuminating corridors that seemed to stretch into infinity. The architecture was wrong, angles that shouldn't connect, spaces that felt simultaneously vast and claustrophobic. "Getting some weird readings," her second, Martinez, reported from behind her. "Power signatures, but there, dormant, like a heartbeat that slowed to almost nothing." Anya pulled herself along a wall that felt warm to the touch despite the vacuum of space. Strange symbols lined the surfaces, glowing faintly as her gloved hand passed over them. Then she found the chamber. It was spherical, perhaps 50 meters in diameter, and at its center floated a crystalline core that pulsed with dim, amber light. Tendrils of what looked like living circuitry extended from it in all directions, connecting to every surface. "Pathfinder, are you seeing this?" Anya breathed. Lewis's voice crackled through her comm. "We're seeing it. What is that thing?" I think it's the ship's brain." The moment the words left her mouth, the chamber blazed with light. The crystalline core flared brilliant gold, and Anya felt something, not quite sound, not quite thought, ripple through her consciousness. "Awakening, Arsiogenizing, calculating." Anya gasped. The voice wasn't audible, it resonated directly in her mind. "Who are you?" "Sentinel-class vessel designation, Eternal Vigil. Primary function, Guardian. Secondary function, Judge. Current status, EVALUATING." "Evaluating what?" "You." The ship's sensors swept through Anya with invisible precision. She felt exposed, every memory, every thought laid bare. It examined her childhood on Mars Colony 7, where she'd learned to fix atmospheric processors with nothing but spare parts and determination. It saw her years in the academy, her struggles, her triumphs. It witnessed her saving the Pathfinder from a Cascade reactor failure with minutes to spare, risking her own life to manually vent plasma buildup. And then it went deeper. Through Anya, it touched humanity itself, millions of minds connected through the quantum network, each one a story of survival, adaptation, and stubborn refusal to yield to the void. "Fascinating. You are so young, so fragile, yet you persist." "We're human," Anya said simply. "That's what we do." The last species to awaken ME called themselves the ARCHITECTS. They were ancient when your world was dust. They built EMPIRES across 10,000 systems. They CREATED wonders that would make your FINEST ACHIVMNTS seem as simple as striking flint. What happened to them? They grew complacent, soft. When the darkness came from between the stars, they could not adapt, could not sacrifice, could not endure. I watched their civilization burn. The chamber dimmed slightly, and Anya sensed something like sorrow in the ancient intelligence. "Why are you telling me this?" "Because the darkness comes again. I have WAITED 3,000 years for a species worthy of MY purpose. 117 races have found me. All failed MY evaluation. And humans." You build from RUINS. You adapt to ENVIRONMENTS that should kill you. Your species fled a dying HOMEWORLD and claimed the stars with technology held together by, the ship paused, accessing her memories, duct tape, and hope. Despite the gravity of the situation, Anya smiled. Sometimes that's all you need. Agreed. The ship trembled, and throughout its vast corridors, systems that had lain dormant for millennia roared to life. Anya's suit sensors went wild as power readings spiked to levels that shouldn't be possible. Anya, get out of there. Lewis's voice was urgent. That thing's reactor is coming online. It'll vaporize the Pathfinder if. No harm will come to your vessel, Captain Lewis CHEN. I have chosen. The voice now echoed through the Pathfinder's bridge speakers, and Anya could hear the alarm in her captain's response. Chosen what? Your engineer ANAYAREVES has DEMONSTRATD the QULITIES I sought. Resourcefulness, courage, the ability to see potential in what others discard. ChiHFY what is broken. She PRESERVES life AT cost to herself. These are the virtues of a true sentinel. I don't understand, Anya said. I was built to guard the innocent, to stand against extinction-level threats. But a sentinel cannot function without purpose, without understanding what is worth protecting. The ARCHITCTS failed because they forgot the value of simple survival. You humans remember. Every day you remember. The crystalline core pulsed, and information flooded into Anya's consciousness. Star charts showing threats lurking in uncharted space, technologies that could revolutionize human civilization, warnings of dangers that wouldn't arrive for decades but required preparation now. I offer humanity a partnership, my weapons to guard your expansion, my knowledge to accelerate your growth, my experience to guide your species through the trials ahead. In exchange for what? Lewis asked, his tactical mind already working through the implications. Remind me why survival matters. Show me what is worth fighting for. I have been a weapon for too long. I wish to remember what it is to protect a home. Anya floated in the chamber, tears forming in microgravity as she understood. This ancient guardian had watched civilizations rise and fall, had fought battles beyond human comprehension, and had forgotten the simple beauty of life worth defending. We're mechanics and explorers, she said softly. We're farmers and artists and engineers. We're people who pack lunches for their kids and worry about making rent and still dream about reaching the next star. We're not heroes from legends. That is precisely why you passed MY evaluation. The ARCHITCTS BELIVED they were GODS. You know you are simply human, and you fight all the harder for it. Lewis's voice came through, measured and diplomatic despite the enormity of the moment. Eternal vigil, if we accept your partnership, humanity speaks with one voice through proper channels. Engineer Reeves doesn't have the authority. She has the authority of competence, the authority of character. Your species will decide its future. But SHE awakened me. The choice to offer partnership is mine alone. Anya understood then what the ship was truly asking. Not submission, not servitude, but collaboration. A bridge between humanity's determination and ancient wisdom. Captain, she said, recommend we accept preliminary contact protocols. This is first contact with a species-level artificial intelligence. It deserves proper diplomatic consideration. Lewis chuckled despite himself. Leave it to you to treat a walking weapons platform like a VIP requiring State Department oversight. I like her approach, Captain. Shall we begin with T? I have ANALYZED your customs. T seems important to humans. You've been studying us. For precisely 47 MINUTES. You are endlessly entertaining. One of your species tried to colonize a planet with 3 times standard gravity because, and I quote from your historical records, ITBUILDS character. Despite the tension, Anya laughed. It was absurd, floating in an alien ship older than human civilization, discussing tea with a sentient weapons platform that had just offered to become humanity's guardian. But that was humanity in a nutshell, finding humor and connection in impossible situations. You will do well, ANAYAREVS. You will all do well. The ship hummed around her, no longer cold and dead but warm with purpose reborn. In the darkness between stars, an ancient sentinel had awakened, and it had chosen humanity not because they were perfect, but because they were perfectly, stubbornly, wonderfully human. As Anya returned to the Pathfinder, she carried with her the knowledge that humanity had just gained an ally that would stand with them against whatever darkness lurked in the void. And all because a mechanic from Mars had seen a broken ship and thought, I can fix this. Sometimes that was enough to change the galaxy. End